I'm always on the lookout for new yarns for my Graphgan projects, and when Hobbii offered to send a selection of their yarns to review, I couldn't resist. When it comes to finding a new favourite yarn for colorwork projects, the things I look for are good stitch definition, a wide selection of colours to choose from, and of course softness. To put these yarns to the test, I'm going to be making a small colorwork square with each of them, so let's see what we've got. The first yarn we're looking at today is Malaga. It's an Aran weight 100% premium acrylic yarn. It comes in a 100 gram ball, and in that you get 165 meters or 180 yards. Now, I've used this yarn before and I remember absolutely loving it. I used it for my Monstera throw pattern, which to this day is still one of my favorite patterns, and part of that was because of the yarn. However, using it today, I'm just not blown away like I was before. It's still a dependable acrylic yarn, but in a market bursting with acrylic options, there are other yarns I would reach for before Malaga. And it seems like maybe other people agree with me, because Malaga is actually being discontinued. When I ordered it, it wasn't, and I wrote down that it had 26 colorways. However, obviously now it's being discontinued, it's sort of first come first served, you get what you get, and there's now only 22 colorways at the time of recording. One of the redeeming factors of Malaga though is its sort of sibling range, Malaga Print and Malaga Glitter. Now, I imagine that these are both being discontinued as well. However, Print doesn't currently say that it's being discontinued. But these two ranges allow you to incorporate variegated yarn and a sort of sparkly metallic yarn, which gives Malaga a unique edge over the other yarns that we'll be exploring today. While Malaga might not be my top choice of acrylic yarn anymore, its potential for creativity with print and glitter do interest me. However, if you want to use this yarn, you need to hurry up because it will be gone soon. The second yarn we're looking at today is Friends Cotton 88. This is a DK weight 100% cotton yarn. It comes in a 50 gram ball, which is 75 meters or 82 yards. Now, typically I don't use cotton yarns. My previous encounters with cotton yarns have left me unimpressed, to say the least. But the reason I decided to give this one a go is its staggering selection of 75 colors. How could I resist such a vivid palette? And whilst I didn't hold high hopes, the moment Friends Cotton met my hook, I was greeted by unexpected softness and a stitch definition that made my crochet work truly pop. And priced at just £1.27 per ball, it's not just the colour range that's appealing. While I might not choose cotton for a cozy blanket, I can absolutely imagine reaching for this for a bag like my Bumble bag or a vibrant set of coasters. I absolutely would not hesitate to order a bunch more of this yarn. This is a yarn I will absolutely be reaching for in the future. It has completely changed my perspective on cotton yarns. And whilst I'm using the DK version of this yarn, it does also come in other weights, which of course offers more versatility for how you can use it. Next up we have Acacia. After enjoying Friends Cotton, I was excited to try this one because it is a DK weight 51% acrylic and 49% cotton blend. It comes in a 100 gram ball, and in that you get 250 meters or 273 yards. Despite its modest 21 colorways, which is a lot less than some of the other yarns we're looking at today, the muted tones it offers are really nice. I couldn't help but imagine it in action, especially when paired with my Pastel Meadows throw. Granted, it is a DK weight, whereas the pattern calls for worsteds, so you would have to double up, but I think it would be a perfect match. When I initially started working with this yarn, I did notice it was a little bit splitty, but that seemed to only be during the sort of foundation row, which is normally fiddly anyway. Once I got a few rows in, it was smooth sailing all the way. Despite this minor issue, this yarn has really won me over. It's really soft and the stitch definition is perfect. It would absolutely shine in a colorwork project. As someone who mostly makes big blankets, I would love to see this yarn in a worsted weight. I would not hesitate to use it. The fourth yarn we're looking at is Kind Feather. It's a DK weight 100% premium acrylic yarn. It comes in a 100 gram ball, and in that you get 235 meters or 257 yards. This is a yarn that's been on my radar for some time, and I can happily say it truly lives up to the anticipation. The fact that this is a premium acrylic does show. It's a little softer than you'd expect for a normal acrylic, and it also carries a very subtle sheen, which I really like. And working with Kind Feather is an absolute delight. It really glides off the hook, and I didn't notice any sort of splitting. What's even more exciting is the fact that there are 30 colorways to choose from. It has everything from quite muted tones to very vibrant, bright colors, so there really is something for everyone. Just like with Acacia, the only thing I'm sort of wishing for is a worsted weight version of this yarn. I would absolutely use it for a big, snuggly blanket. Finally, we have Amigo XL. This is an Aran weight 100% acrylic yarn. It comes in 50-gram balls, which is 100 meters or 109 yards. Now, me and Amigo go way back. I've actually designed a bunch of Graphgans, including these 3 dog-themed Graphgans, which are completely free on the Hobbii website, by the way. Now, the big yarn companies have what I always think of as a standard acrylic, which is just like a 100% acrylic yarn that comes in a bunch of colors, and Amigo is just that. It has an impressive palette of 61 colors. What more could you possibly want? While the color variety is very enticing, I'll be honest, Amigo isn't the softest acrylic yarn out there. What it lacks in softness, it makes up for in durability and affordability. It's priced at $3.55 per ball, but Hobbii has this great scheme where the more you buy, the more you save. So if you're buying more than 10 balls of this, it's going to come in at $2.31 per ball, which is great. This is the kind of yarn you turn to when you need something dependable and available in every color under the sun. Of course, the Amigo range also comes in a bunch of different weights. You've got DK, chunky, I think there might even be an extra chunky, so tons of versatility for different projects. So there we have it. I've had a lot of fun trying out these yarns, and I've got some new favourites in Acacia and Kind Feather, and also a newfound appreciation for cotton. Let me know which of these yarns you've tried, what you think of them, and also if there's any other Hobbii yarns you think I should be trying. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one.